Hello friends, welcome to my study channel Tech Virtua. Today we are going to discuss here the Java classes and objects. If you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe to this channel so you will get the notification of my new videos. Let's start with the Java class. The Java is an object oriented programming language. Everything in the Java is associated with classes, objects along with their attributes and methods. Class is a collection of data members and members methods. So Java class, we call it is a collection of objects, and whenever we are define the class, we are define the members of that class as a data members and the methods. The data members are the attributes that define that objects, and the methods define the behavior of that objects. For example, if I use here the mobile as an object, discuss as a mobile as an object, then there are the list of attributes that are specified for the mobile objects. For example, we can use weight, color. These are the attributes for the mobile. And methods, that means the behavior of that objects. We can use the mobile for calling purpose, we are use the mobile for browsing purpose. So these are the behavior of the objects. Another example we can discuss, for example, dog is an object. So dog having the attributes like as a color of the dog, then the behavior like it is bark, or another is it drink the water, or these are the behavior for the dog object. So how to define the class? So to define the class, we have to follow this syntax. First of all, we have to specify the access specifier. In Java there are the three access specifier: private, protected and public. Then the class keyword we are use, then specify the name of the class. The name of the class is any valid identifier which is used for the class name. Then we specify the members of the class, that means the data type and variable. Data type and variable, there are the list of members we have specified using the data type and variable name. Then we specify the methods, member methods of our class using the return type, method name and parameter list. Then opening brace, then specify the set of statement and closing brace. In this way we can define the n number of methods within the class. So return type specify whatever the data will return during after execution of that methods, and parameter list define whatever the input for that methods we have used for member methods. So let's discuss here the example. To define the class student, we use the public specifier, public access specifier we have used, then class keyword, and then name of the class is student, then opening brace, then specify the members of that class: integer roll number, string name, string address. These are the three data members for our student class. And then specify the methods: public void input, and then we initialize the members: roll number equal to 100, name equal to Rajesh and address equal to Nagpur. Then specify another method: public void output. These are the output method, or we have used here the print statement to print the data of our data members: system.println, roll number, name and address. So this is a basic structure we have to follow for the defining the class. First of all, we define the members that are the attributes of our class, and then we are define the methods that define the behavior of our class. So basically methods are used to manipulation of our data members. Then here we discuss the Java objects. The basic unit of object oriented programming represent real life entities. Everything available in a world can be specified as an object or the entity in a real life. The typical Java program create many objects which is known as interact by invoking the methods. An object consists of state, behavior and identity. The state represent the attribute of the object which reflect the properties of the object. For example, student as an object, and then we specify the roll number of the student, name of the student, address of the student, that means the attribute of our objects. The behavior represent the methods of the object that reflect reflect the response of the object with the other objects. Whenever one object is interact with another object using these methods, an identity will give the unique name to the objects, enable us to one object to interact with the another object. We give the specific identity to each object. So these are the three features for the any objects, that means the state, behavior and identity. The characteristics of object: state represent the data of object, behavior represent the methods or member methods of the class, that means the behavior of our class, and identity. Every object have the identity to uniquely identify that objects. Then syntax to define the objects. We have to follow the syntax. First of all, we use the class name and then the object name and semicolon. Then object name equal to new class name. This is an syntax we can use to initialize the objects using the new operator or new keywords. Or we can write the same syntax using the single line statement, class object name equal to new class name and the bracket. For example, student S1, the name of the object is S1, name of the class is student, and S1 is initialized using the new keywords S1 equal to new student. Or then the single line we can write here, the student S1 equal to new student. So this is very simple syntax we have to follow for creating the object. Then we discuss here the complete example. Here we have defined the public class student, then the data members, roll number, name and address along with their data types. Then specify the two methods, input and output. Within the input method we initialize the members, roll number 100, name Rajesh and address Nagpur, and then print that values using the output statement. After that we specify the main method for our class, public static void main string args, in which we will create the object of the class student S1 equal to new student and S1 dot input and S1 dot output. So dot operator is used to access the member or call the methods of our class. S1 is an object name, then the dot operator and then the method name. It will call the methods which is defined here as a name input, and then it will initialize the members. After that we called here the output method using the dot operator, and then it will call the statement, execute the statement system out dot println roll number, name and address. So let's do the program using the text editor. Here we are defined the class use the text editor. Here we define the class public class mobile. The class name is mobile. It is a convention is use the first letter as a capital letter for our class. It is not a compulsion. Then define the members. The first is an string type, name of the mobile, then string manufacturer or the company, then integer price. So they are the three data members, name, company and price along with their different data types. Then define the method public void input. This method we are used to initialize the or assign the value to these data members. the first is a name equal to, here we give the name readme note 5 pro. Name of the mobile is readme note 5 pro. Then company equal to mi. This is a string, so always use the double quotes for the string. Then the price equal to 16,000. After that complete the input methods. Now define the another methods to display the values of these data members. Public void display. Then output statement system out dot println. First print the name of the mobile, then concatenate with the name, then again print the company of mobile, then price of mobile, here print the price and complete the display method. After that define the main method to create the object of the class or instance of the class. Public static void main string args. Then create the object of the mobile class, mobile m1 equal to new mobile, and then give the bracket. So it will call the default constructor of the class mobile, and then call the method m1 dot input. So control goes to the input methods, and it will execute the set of statement that is defined within the input method. After that call the second method display, m1 dot display. Then complete the main method and complete the class. Save this program using the name mobile dot java. Now compile the program using the terminal. So java c mobile.java, class name is mobile.java. After compilation run this program java mobile. So it will print the output, name of the mobile, company of the mobile, and price of the mobile. So we can give here the space. Save the changes, run the program. compile the program and run the program. So name of the mobile and Redmi Note 5 Pro, company is MI and price is 16,000. So here we have create the single object of the mobile class and then define the initialize the values for that data members. So in this way we have discussed the how to define class, how to create the object of the class, and how to write the Java program using classes and objects. So thank you for watching.